Hey guys, what's going on? This is just going to be a quick recap of Devstream 115. There were a couple exciting announcements today, most notably that Revenant's going to be coming out next week with the Revenant quest called Mask of the Revenant, which sounds like it's going to be a fairly short quest that goes over some of the lore behind the Revenant, which I'm looking forward to doing, and I think the new frame is going to be a lot of fun to play. But they started the Devstream off by looking at the new Neja skin, which is finally coming out after like 5 months on the back burner. So hopefully everybody who was excited back then is still excited now, because this skin looks really cool. It's got cool flames coming off of it. It's got like a dragon on the back. Overall, I think this skin is one of the better ones that I've seen recently.
What are you gonna do?
Well, the only thing to do. No!
Oh!
I didn't mean to do that.
Did you rehearse that?
No, I didn't.
So I hope you guys are all excited for that to come out in the near future, since we haven't gotten an exact date yet. And then part of the new Revenant quest is going to be this mask from the mask vendor in Cetus. It's probably going to be related to the quest or the Revenant itself. It's a little unclear what its exact purpose is going to be, but since the quest is going to be called Mask of the Revenant, we can be pretty confident it's related. And Rebecca showed off some gameplay for the frame, and it looks like it's going to be pretty strong, so I'm excited to get my hands on it and start testing it. And when the Revenant comes out, we're not going to get the two-handed katana just yet, since they said that's going to be tied to Melee 3.0, but we will get a shotgun called the Phantasma that will come out with the frame.
We should mention, a lot of you guys are expecting the two-handed katana with Revenant, but because it's so coupled with Melee 3.0, Revenant will only be shipping with his shotgun, and the melee weapon will follow.
Yeah.
They also talked a little bit about the new relay reconstruction, which is going to be an event for people to participate in and rebuild some of the old relays that have been destroyed by Vayhek.
A little bit before. I mean, I think we're looking at it as a cool way for everyone to participate in rebuilding those relays that Vayhek so rudely destroyed.
Overall, this seems fine, I guess. It's just another thing for the community to do together. But we'll see if there's any rewards related to it, or if they give us anything for completing a construction. We also finally got an update on changing the login milestones, so it looks like we're going to be able to choose which reward we get each time. It seems like they're still going to be gated behind every 50 days, but at least now we'll be able to choose which reward we want, instead of waiting like a year to get a specific one. And it also sounds like they're going to be giving us the ability to trade these items, so we'll be able to buy them off other players hopefully in the future, which is going to be amazing. It'll just give us access to things we wouldn't normally have access to. Because being forced to log in every day for like 3 years to get a reward is pretty silly.
And we're hoping that what's going to end up happening is you can pick the same item more than once for a trading market. That's the latest plan, which will include mods and weapons, so the Zenith Star and your Prime Vigor and stuff. To be determined if that's going to ship or not, but it should be. I'm just going to keep saying this year because that's that. But
there's also going to be a new alert coming out called an Elite Alert, and this is a system that's supposed to be higher reward but higher challenge as well. So the mission that Reb showed off on the stream was a 10-minute survival with high-level enemies that rewarded 500 endo and 50,000 credits. As far as rewards go with the new game mode, I'm going to be a little skeptical since normal alerts have such mediocre rewards, but hopefully they'll be worth doing. And at the very least, they seem pretty challenging since you can't revive, and the enemies look like they're going to be pretty close to Sortie level 3 in terms of difficulty. And even though you're not going to be able to revive, teammates will still be able to revive you during the mission. But by completing Elite Alerts, we're going to be rewarded with an emblem that will continue to improve as we complete more and more alerts.
So you're going to get a emblem. So if you know what emblems are, you wear them on your shoulders. And much like the Conclave Syandana works, it lights up the more Conclave achievements you play. The more of these alerts you play, the more vibrant the particles of your shoulder badges. So you're going to see those launching soon, and they'll always glow brighter with the more of these you've played.
So I'm hoping that ends up looking really cool, and we'll be able to show it to our friends and claymates in-game. Like kind of a check me out, I'm the Elite Alert champion or something like that. But at the very least, Elite Alerts look like more challenging content, which is good news to my ears. They also show off what the new energy pad looks like. The energy pad looks really good, so I'm hoping the other restores look good as well. Because all those pads really needed a graphical update, and I'm glad they're getting them. And they also went over the new K-Drive system for a while, which are going to have modular appearance, so unlike modular weapons, the modular parts of the K-Drives are going to be purely cosmetic, so you can customize how yours looks.
What we're doing for this, I think, is we're going to make it modular for appearance, but not functionality.
And then things like mods are going to affect how it moves.
And then there are a series of mods for the K-Drives that you can use to modify how it behaves, obviously.
Yes. Speed, jump height,
some of the handling characteristics, as well as combat openers and things like that. Yeah.
Right now it's looking a lot like kind of like a skateboarding or snowboarding minigame, more like snowboarding I guess, which you'll be able to do things like grind and tricks which they already showed off in previous streams. And apparently there's going to be some kind of like racetrack thing on the new zone with some of the event kids, which are, I guess, like a K-board gang. So there's like a little, snowboarding gang going on with that, which I think is kind of cool. Just adds more character to the new zone. And then at the end of the stream, Reb show off some stats for what Warframes people are playing and what are the most common for each mastery rank, as well as what the most common frame overall is. And I think it was really interesting that Rhino Prime, not Rhino, Rhino Prime was number 2. So, a lot of people like Rhino Prime, and I think it's well deserved, because that frame is amazing. But those are really the highlights for today's stream. If you guys want to watch the stream in full, which I'd recommend, I'll leave a couple links in the description. But that's going to cover it for this recap. And look out this weekend for a new Eidolon Hunter video, going over Harrow, as well as a video going over the new amp, which is really good, and I think you guys might want to at least pick up the scaffold for doing the Eidolons. And as soon as they do some minor patches, I'm going to make a video going over it. That's going to do it for me today, guys. Hope you all have a good one, and I'll see you later.
I have a lot to do before 2018 leaves us. I know it's August, so it's just past that, well past the halfway point. You guys are looking forward to Fortuna, the Orbalis.
We ramp up as the year goes.
Yeah, we do.
We definitely
Yep.
put the pedal down
Yep.
as the year gets longer.
For sure.